Welcome back, trainers, and we're going to be going over the Deino Community Day as well as the details about how you're going to be able to get shiny Dinos several hours after the Community Day has ended with the Zweilous Raids. So we're going to be going over that as well as some information Niantic did tweet out regarding additional information. All right, so we have some nice images here by Legends. So if you did not know, we do know now, Brutal Swing is the move that is going to be getting. We're going to have to see how well it's going to be able to charge up and all that stuff. I'm not going to go into details on that for this video, but we are going to be seeing, of course, 3-hour incense, 3-hour lures, and then 1/4 distance for your eggs. You have to incubate those when the event does start, so take note of that. All right, taking a look at some more information here. Since they did cut down the times from the additional 6 hours that we were getting as a bonus before, they're making up for it by giving us extra candy when you do catch, as well as extra XL candy. You're going to have that extra special trade, not just for this event, but just because of this season. And then you're also going to be able to get your special trades 50% cut down. You're going to have that dollar deal that you can buy, as well as taking snapshots to have Dinos appear. Now, if you don't have an abundance of Pokemon, you may want to take advantage of that stickers. They actually look pretty cool. And then you're going to be able to get the avatar hat thing if you want to buy that. If you did not do the whole little task thing before, then you're going to have the Zweilous. Now, we're going to get into this here in a minute, but you're not going to be able to use remote raid passes. Okay. I don't know. I mean, look, I am reading a teleprompter. That's not all I do, but we'll get into my thoughts here in a moment here. But it is going to be lasting several hours afterwards. Now, something I could not find was they didn't mention if you're going to be able to evolve Zweilous, not after the 1 hour grace period for the special, move, but even further in for the raids. They didn't say if you're going to evolve to get that move. And then they do go on to say that there is no minimum number of players that are going to be needed to be in the raid to have the Dinos appear for the time period around those raids for this bonus time here. And then they go on to say that it is going to be a tier 4, it is going to be difficult, and they recommend 2 to 5 trainers. Their recommendation is kind of a little overestimated a lot of times when you do look at those recommended for the raids. I don't know if that's actually still there. But we're going to go over counters, okay? Because this thing is going to be very weak to charm. So if you have nobody in your area, you can't remote raid. Okay, so what if you're solo, right? What if you're a lone wolf? There's nothing wrong with that. What if there's just simply nobody in your area, and that's just not because you're just, not social, you just don't have anybody. So we'll go over how you're going to be able to take care of that. But a few more things here while we do look at some of these softer counters that you can be using here. Okay, so they do say that the bonuses during Community Day will not apply during this Zweilous raid time. And like we already went over, you're not going to be able to use remote raid passes. So you're going to just be left to do this by yourself. They say 2 to 5. Kind of makes it seem like you can't solo it. I don't know. Maybe they made it so they get just out of reach and not be able to do it. But if you got yourself a Shadow Gardevoir, if you got yourself some Charm users with Stab, you're going to be looking good. And other than that, you can use those fighters. I'm sure everybody's got a Shadow Machamp, regular Machamp, Conkeldurr, Togekiss, Sylveon. I know you got some of those, so you start to power those up and get them ready. And I had to put this in because I was looking for this information, and I got to give it to Niantic for actually including it. The Dinos appearing during this time, 300 meters, all right, after you beat the gym with the Zweilous or the raid, you will have the same shiny chances as you did during the Community Day. Now, I don't know if they're going to screw it up, okay? So don't come back and tell me. This is what I'm reading, but this is some good information here. Like, again, though, they didn't specify whether or not we're going to be able to evolve Zweilous during this time, not the 1 hour grace period after the 3 hour Community Day, but during this raid time to get this move on Hydreigon. So, Niantic, maybe you've already got plans for that to happen because it would be weird for you to do all this and then we can't evolve them to get that move. That'd be bananas. Okay, so hopefully they will specify, although they really don't need to clarify, but just for that information. So if you cannot do the Community Day, folks, you're going to be able to do this afterwards. And I know it's not the best idea. Maybe if that's what you're thinking, I honestly think it's pretty cool. Okay, if I have to be real, I think it's awesome. The fact that they took away remote raids, look, that sucks, but what are you going to do? All right, what am I going to do? Complain about it, All right, that's pretty much it. There's nothing I can do, right? Like I said, like usual, got my back against the wall over here, folks. The only thing that's supporting me and lifting me up is you guys. You're the only thing left. Well, and my lord, but, Anyways, taking a look at the rest of these counters here, you're not going to be using Blaziken. All right, I'm just kind of showing you things that you want to use. It don't want to use this as well. And don't. I mean, you could if you wanted to, but it is very weak to Charm or to Fairy types. You know, whenever I think of Fairy, I just think Charm because it's like traumatized me with this game with that damn move. So I am going to actually be powering this up here. 100% IV, Gardevoir, waiting for that Mega. Can you imagine Mega Gardevoir Charm damage? Holy cow, that's going to be insane. You also do have, I guess, Mega Latias, because you're going to be able to use Charm, and that is going to be not getting stabbed, but it's going to do a lot. You also have Sylveon, which is also going to be a very good counter as well. Another Ice-type Pokemon, Wellrin, if you do have that all powered up. I do have my level 50, and now these are kind of just the leftovers. And then we're going to go ahead and look at my Gardevoirs and see what we have going on for the complete set, because I did power a bunch up. Lucario, of course, is also going to be great. So number 1, Shadow Gardevoir, and then this 100 here, we're going to power this up to as much as we can. I mean, I see no reason not to. It doesn't have Synchronoise, and if I needed it for whatever reason in the future, it became good for some reason, then I'll Elite TM it. But for now, it's just not useful, and that's as simple as that, honestly. All right, so we're going to go ahead and power that up, spend a little bit of Stardust here, and get ready for that, because I'm not trying to look for a bunch of people to do this. I'm going to go around and just take them out myself. Okay? Because we're the solo slayer. Let's get it. All right. As far as powering more of these up, I think we're good to go here. We'll just have to wait and see. I'm not going to get too bananas with this. And then Niantic just made it just hard enough for you to not even be able to beat it, even with Shadow Charm users, even with multiple. But depending upon your weather, if you do have cloudy weather, you're going to be able to get that weather bonus. So also keep that in mind, and that's going to be nice. Okay? If you did enjoy this video, folks, give it a thumbs up. Almost stumbled over my words there at the end. But at the end of the day, I'm excited for this community day. It's looking pretty fun. I know that whole you can't use a remote raid pass for the Zweilous to invite people is a bummer. It really is. Now they're really trying to... It's like they took additional steps to make it so you had to really get out. They're really trying to force this now, huh? I mean, that's technically what the game was, right? People are twisting it and turning it and gaslighting everything. It's all weird. So you also do have several other charm users you can use. We've got that Shadow Gramble. I was thinking about making the one that I have here, but I don't know if I really want to make that investment. I know it still has frustration, but I would just put whatever. I just put like an extra charge move on it. We'd be good to go. But like I said, I don't need to go bananas. If it's actually really that difficult, to the point where I can't solo this, and it's just out of reach, because I know what I'm doing. I can tell if it's going to be able to be soloed once I get in there. Then we'll go ahead and power it up. But hey, we'll have to just wait and see. If you did enjoy this video, give it a thumbs up. I really appreciate the support, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.
Hey.